Hey everybody, welcome to Mark the Point. Today we are going to be playing two of the strategies that I absolutely despise at a craps table. However, people love this style of play. For one, I never play the dark side. I don't play dark side craps, which is when you talk about dark side craps, you're talking about the don't pass and the don't come bets, right? I typically am a light side player, but people say, why are you playing against a seven? The seven is the most common number. Well, I'm typically a home run hitter, so I like the box numbers where if you're generating profit from the box in one whack, of course you're done. But where I'm generating more money from the box numbers. However, there's another way of playing that I personally don't care for, and that is the iron cross. You could play the 5, 6, and 8 here, and let's just say you have a field bet. Anytime you hit a 5, 6, and 8, of course, those numbers are not listed in the field. You'll lose your field bet and get paid up here. So you're giving money back as an automatic loss if you hit the most probable numbers, which is a 5, 6, and 8. Okay. So two combinations of ways I don't like to play, which is a dark side and a iron cross. I'm going to show you how to play them together. And let's see if we can find a way to make some money out of it. Okay, what's the idea here? Well, first of all, we're going to start off with a don't pass. So on the don't pass, when the puck is off, remember a 7 or 11, you're going to lose this bet. That's 8 combinations that you have to lose that bet on the come out roll. Now, let's just say we get a point established, and let's call it on the 9, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to go out for $50 on the 5, the 6, and the 8, okay? Each of these is going to be, in on 6 and 8, it'll actually be $60 because you have to have the red chips. So $60 on the 6 and 8, and then $50 on the 5 and 9. We're also going to go out for $20 on the field bet, okay? So what's going to happen is if a 5, 6, or 8, it doesn't matter which one of these bets, any of these bets is going to pay me $70. 50 pays 70, or the 60 pays 70. Any of these bets are also going to lose the field, so we're going to pull that bet back. We're going to replace that $20 here, and we're going to put the $50 into our rack. That's hit number 1. Let's say it happens again. It happens on the 5. Do the same thing. 50, 60, 70. We'll lose this bet. Let's go ahead and pull that back. We're going to replace it. Now we've got $100 in our rack. Now, again, remember, what you're doing here is you're leveraging the 7. Okay, so rather than playing the pass line or not playing anything at all, there's 6 ways to lose all these bets, right? Well, in this case, you have a 7 that you're betting for to hit. So if a 7 wins, currently what you have there is $190 in action. You have a $200 don't pass, right? So you're basically going to win $10 if you don't hit one number. And that one number is not the 7. The one number now is the 9. So you have 4 combinations to lose your bet, which is your don't pass. So that's your biggest risk, is hitting the point where your don't pass is, right? You're moving the leverage of the 7 to the 9 where there are less combinations to lose. In this case, you would actually win here on the 7 and not lose everything because you would be winning more than you have here in investment. All right, guys, we're going to roll this out. I want to try to explain it a little bit as I go, and let's see if we can make some money. Okay, let's roll it out. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to start off with a $1,000 bankroll. So we're going to start off with $1,000. So I'm going to pull this out here, and let's go ahead and put it on the don't pass. Remember, a 7 or 11, we're very vulnerable. That's 8 combinations. We're not going to hedge anything. I didn't mention that. We're not going to hedge in this system because that puts you a little bit behind if you're constantly trying to recoup that hedge. So we're going to go at blind on a 7 or 11 here. All right, here we go. That's going to be an 8. That's going to be the easy 8. All right, let's mark the point on the 8. Okay, then we're going to drop down a dealer. Say, take me. We're going to go $50 on the 5. I'm going to go $60 on the 6. We're going to put that out there, and then put $20. That's self-service. Remember, your field's always going to be self-service. And we're going to roll this out as a 5, 6, and then, of course, a 7 here. And this is the iron cross. This is the dark iron cross, okay? The dark iron cross. Now, I did not mention too much about if it hits these outside numbers. We're always going to collect the first one. In the case, that's a collect here. That's going to be $20. Let's put that into the rack. Let's put it right here. Now, as we continue to roll these outside numbers, if you want to start pressing or picking up the 4, 5, the 4, 9, and 10, that's totally up to you. But I'm always going to collect the first one no matter what, okay? Now, here we go. And how about that? That's another 9. That's going to be the 6, 3 again. All right, it's going to pay us another $20 here in the field. Let's go ahead and pick it up for $20 just like that. The other thing I wanted to mention to you is we never take down our don't, and we never say no action. So for instance, in this case, it is a don't pass. It is an 8, right? So you have the option of pulling that bet down. We're not going to pull that bet down. And for other notes, if you ever do a don't come bet and it rolls to the 6 or the 8, people are like usually say, no action, which means I do not want to put that travel to the 6 or 8. We personally never say that. We always move our puck to the 6 and 8, no matter what, because you're still in the advantage with the casino. Because again, there's 5 ways to roll the 6, and there's 5 ways to roll the 8. There are 6 ways to roll the 7. Therefore, you are still at an advantage with a don't pass. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and keep this going, and let's keep rolling it out. And that's going to be at a 6. That's going to be the 5-1 easy 6. All right. So we're going to lose this bet here. Remember, that's not the 6. 6 is not right here. But that is going to pay us 70. Okay. So it's going to replace our field bet, put that $50 back into the rack. And let's keep it going. And that's going to be a 12, guys. That's the box cars. All right. That's perfect. So mine says it pays triple. So let's go ahead and pay it triple. What we're going to do here is here. 1, 2. Oh, let's grab one more. And 3. Pays triple. All this is going to come back to the rack. And again, you have options. How do you want to play this out? Do you want to continue out after 3 hits and pull everything down? I would personally suggest, because now all you're waiting for is a 7. So after 3 hits, you can actually pull all these bets down. Okay, everything here. You've already racked profit into your rack. This here is going to come down as well, right? And now all you're waiting for is a don't pass on the 8. If you win it, if not, you've already got profit in your rack. Okay, here we go. And that's going to be a 5. That's going to be the dose and a trace. No help to me. And there's a 617, guys. We've won the $200, just like that. Because remember, a 7 rolled prior to the 8 again. So we're going to pay this out. That's going to go back to the rack. And look at there, just like that, we're in profit. Let's turn the puck off. Let's see if we can get another one going here. Here we go. Come on, shooter. And that's going to be the hard 10, guys. That's a girlfriend's best friend, the Big 10, hard 10. All right, here we go. We're going to drop down another. We can go ahead and cover up the 5, the 6, and 8. Okay. Again, at $50 levels, or it will be at $60 level on the 6 and 8. Just like that. And also, again, always remember $20 in the field. Okay. $20 in the field. Just like that. All right, guys, we're ready to roll. That's the best time to have it, by the way. Don't pass is on the 10 down there on the end. And we knocked it off. Of course we knocked it off. There's only 3 ways to hit that bet, and you knocked it off. That's okay. We're going to pull this bet back. Okay, that is going to turn the puck off. Now, let's not forget our field bet. We will pay that. Scratch some red chips. We're going to pay this bet right here. It is going to go back into our rack, just like that. And this here is going to also come back because on the come-out roll, we don't want a field bet sitting there. Let's move it over to the side. Let's go ahead and redrop our $200. Come back out there on the don't. And let's go, shooter. And it's going to be on the 5 this time. That's going to be the 415, the no field 5. Mark the point on the 5. And we're going to go ahead and take this bet down, pull it all the way down. We are going to reset our field back out there. And let's go, shooter. Let's hit. Again, remember, we've leveraged our bet. Now we're working against the 5, not against the 7. A 5 would lose. A 7 will win. All right, let's go, shooter. And gosh, twice. We've knocked off our point twice. We dug a little hole here. I get it. We dug a little hole. That's going to lose that bet one more time. This is also going to lose our field bet. Let's drop in another $200. It came out with $1,000. Let's see if this don't system helps us in the end. This is the don't iron cross. Let's see how we do. Here we go. And there's an 8. That's going to be the 628. All right, easy 8. And let's mark the point on the 8. Again, that's our don't there. We're going to move our 8 over to the 5. We're going to pull these bets back. It's going to put $20 back into the field, just like that. Okay. We need to recoup some money here. We're down about $200 now. Was up 200 to begin with. Now we're down 200. And how about that? That's the aces, guys. That's the dot to both spots. That's going to pay me double. Let's go ahead and pay it out. That'll pay me double, just like that. And it's going to rack both of those. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab an extra couple chips here. That's $100 here. I'm going to exchange it out for the reds. Put that red chip back in there, or black chip. And let's keep it going. Here we go, shooter. And there's a 6. That's going to be the 426. All right, great. That's going to lose our field, right? That is going to pay us 70. So pays us 70. Put the $50 back into the rack. Replace this. All right, just like that. And there's another 6 back to back. We're not going to press the insides. We're not going to press the 5, 6, and 8. We could press the 4, 9, and 10 with our field bets, but we're going to keep these as they are. Again, that's going to pay another. It's going to lose the field. That will pay us another $70. Put the $50 back into the rack. Let's do one more hit. Looking for one more hit. Here we go. That is the hard six this time. 3 sixes. Wow, that's terrible to say. There's 3 of them in a row. That was the number 6. And let's go ahead and actually pull this back, right? That is going to be our third hit. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull everything back, go to the rack, secure that profit in. Okay, so all this is coming back as well. Let's move these over. And now we're just going to wait out for the don't pass to resolve itself. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if we can get an extra hit here. That's a 10 down there on the end. Big Ben. Come on, shooter. And there's a 3, craps 3, no help to me. Shocker. And there's a 9, 6, 3, 9. We're rolling some numbers. That's okay. We've already secured some profit. And now that is the 4, 3, 7, guys. That is the number that we're looking for because that's going to pay us another $200 sitting right here. That money's going to come back to our rack. And just like that, guys, we are back in the profit. Just like that. Even after getting knocked down a couple of times, back in the profit. Okay, started with $1,000, remember? All right, here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and turn the puck off. Got our don't pass set. And it's going to be, again, back on the 10, down there on the end. Big Ben. Let's mark the point on the 10. Drop down some more money here. We're going to go to the $50 on the 5, the 6, and the 8. And don't forget our caps here. And then our field bet, just like that. All right, and we're ready to roll, guys. Remember, the point is on the 10. We're working on the don't. This is the don't iron cross. Let's go. That's going to be a Yo 11 mid-mo Chiro. Okay, it was a 11. It rolled on me there. That's going to pay us $20 for the field bet. Go ahead and put that here. Put that back into the rack, just like that. And there's going to be a 5, the no field 5, the 4-1. Going to lose our field here. It's going to pay us $70. 50 pays 70. Backfill that. Put that back in the rack. That's hit number 2. Looking for one more. Looking for another hit. There's another Yo 11. You know what? I do like to see the box hits hit again, personally. So that is a third hit, but I do like to see a box number hit because I like the full $50. Let's do it one more time. Let's see if we can get a third box hit here. And that is the square pair, the hard 8. Okay, what's going to happen is we'll lose this bet here. Okay, that is going to pay us 70. So essentially, we're not going to repay that. We're going to pull all these bets down. That is our third hit. All this can come back to our rack, secure some profit. This here is going to go back to our rack. Again, now all we're doing is wait for the don't pass to resolve, whether it's a 7 or a 10. Either way, we've already recouped some money. And let's see how we do here. That's going to be a 6, 3, 9. No help to me. And there's a 6, 2, 8. Easy 8. There's a 6, 4, 2. We're making some money. Well, we could have made some money. Let's say that again. If we had our box scratch there, we could have been making some money here. That's going to be a 6, 1, 5, 1, 6. Excuse me. And there's the aces, the dots in both places. And there's our 9, the 6, 3. Come on, shooter. And there's another 5, 4, 9. That's going to be the center field 9. And another aces. How about that? Dots in both places. Looking for a 7 here. There we go. There's the 4, 3, 7. All you can do is just call it out there, right? Another $200 here. That's going to go back into our rack just like that. Let's turn the puck off. Let's do this for one more shooter, okay? Everybody always says, one more shooter. Let's go. One more shooter here. We still got our $200. Don't pass out there. And let's do this thing out. Here we go. Oh, we hit our chips again. It is going to be on the 5. Let's mark the point on the 5. And remember, from here, let's go ahead and put down our field bet at $20, and let's drop down their 6 and our 8 at $50 each. 50, and make sure you don't forget your caps at 20. There we go. So you got $60 on the 6 and 8. The 5 is your don't pass point, and you got $20 sitting here in the field. And we are ready to roll this thing out. Here we go. Last shooter. Let's see how we do. And that's going to be the hard 6. Easy, hard 6, hard 6. Let's go ahead and pull these bets over. That's going to pay us, let's lose this. Let's lose the field bet. That is going to pay us $70. Put that there. And put that there. Repays your field bet. And how about that? We got another triple 12. That's beautiful. That's going to pay us $60. Do it this way. Pays us 60. And I'm going to put it as triple that way there. So $60 goes right back into our rack. And the next hit, we're probably going to start pressing up the 9 a little bit. Let's see how we do here. And that is a Yo 11, a mid-mo Chiro. That is our third hit. And I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and pick up the 9 and see if we can get another hit out of that. And about one more hit, we're probably going to go ahead and pull these down. Let's see if we can get one more hit out of it. That's a 10. That's beautiful. Looking for a box hit, though. Looking for a box hit. Okay, here we go. Come on, shooter. And there's another yo 11. How about that? That's 2 of them. Let's do. I probably should have put that into the rack. You know what? That's fine. Let's collect this one. I pressed a 10 on that one. Let's collect this one. Again, looking for one more box hit. Here we go. And there's a 9, 5, 4. That's perfect. That $20 is going to pay us 28. Let's go ahead and pay it 28, 25, 6, 7, 28. Put some white chips in there. Let's go put these here just for now. And again, these bets are all going to come down, guys. All these bets are going to come down. I probably need to do a little bit of exchanging here. So that's $100. Let's put the $100 back in here. Pull this bet back without these things falling. Okay, perfect. There we go. So these are going to come back. And this is all going to come back. Put these in the back there. Not sure why that dollar's there. Put that here. And there we go. All right, guys. So now all we're waiting for, what was that bet? That was a 9. So we're good. Okay. So now all we're waiting for here is the don't pass to resolve itself. Let's do it. Let's see how we do. And that's going to be the 314 Joe, Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. And there's an 8, 628. No help to me. And there's the hard 6 this time. If we was playing the box numbers, we'd be doing really well. And there's a 10 down there on the end. That's Big Ben. Let's go, shooter. And there's a 3, crap 3, no help to me. Let's keep it going. Looking for the 527, and there she is, the 527, guys. We went this entire time and only hit 2 points at the very beginning that knocked us off. The rest of them were big collections. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull both of these back, okay? Pull both of these back to our rack. Remember, we started with $1,000. Let's find out after just a few shooters how we end up doing, okay? So let's see here. We started with 1,000. That's 500. That's 1,000. So that's our starting bankroll, okay? So here we have here. That's 100, 2, 3, 4, 500. So that's 500 there. With that one, that's 1, 2. Uh-oh. Let's do it again. 3, 400. I'm not doing this very cleanly. I apologize. Put all these back together. There we go. 75. All right, so that is, so that's 1, 2, 3, 400. That's 400 right here. Let's grab it, the rest of it here. 25, 50, 75. All right, so here we have here. This is our initial bankroll right here, right? We have 1,000. Okay, that's our starting bankroll. We have 500, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 1,000. 1,075 plus 3 is 78. Guys, we just made $1,078 on the Don't Iron Cross. I may have just changed my idea of how I play the Iron Cross. This was absolutely amazing, and it wasn't even some magical rolls. Guys, I love the way we just did this. What a brilliant way of playing that I've never really thought about before until I started playing with some of these numbers. Guys, tell me what you think about this system in the comments. Do you like pulling the 3 hits and down, or do you like rolling that out? That was probably the change that I didn't know how I would react to. But looking at the results of over $1,000 win, you can't argue with a win deck like that, guys. All right, guys, I do roll out this content weekly just like this. I don't play a whole lot of don't systems, but this may change my mind. If you do enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button, like button, comment down below what you thought about the pull down. Did you like me pulling these bets down, or did you want to see them roll out to see how they did that way? We have a couple different options there. Let me know in the comment section. Until next time, mark the point. Stay awesome.